Hello, hello everyone. We shall move forward with the C programming session 11 with the function pointers and then callback functions. Yeah, we have seen that the pointer to a integer variable, pointer to the character, pointer to a floating point, and pointer to the long that we have seen. Here we are going to see about that function pointer. It's a pointer to a function, basically that we can able to define and declare, which basically the function pointer will be used in the case of where we need a callback functions. For example, you are developing a stack or software stack. For example, some for the event X, application should be given in such a way that the corresponding function can be given. For example, Windows has given something like whenever we click mouse we can register a function. For example, when we are clicking OK or close button, we can get the function. We can Windows framework will call our function in the environment. Similar to that, whenever we have that developed that the stack or framework, we have in case of some event our function has to get called. This can be achieved with the function pointer. Basically, here we have how we can able to define a function pointer. It's a function pointer variable which points to the function memory address basically, and this is basically used to call that function dynamically with the callback in runtime. Syntax of the function is something like return data type and then star function pointer name and then function arguments. This is the argument of function pointer that we can able to see over here. For example, I'm going to develop a function. Here we can start from here. We can do fptr. It's a function pointer.c. Here I'm going to do include stdio.h and then integer main integer argc comma character star argv. Over here that should be fine with this and return 0, and we can do that something like I want two variables a comma b, and I'm going to do this multiplication, addition, subtraction, all those things. We'll see how it works. Yeah, integer result, I am going to do that function here. For example, integer add, I am writing a function called add, and the arguments are integer a and integer b, and it will return a plus b, and we can add similar way y, and then we can make it. I'm adding something like a function subtraction and then multiplication and then division, and I'm going to do this here, this, and subtracting, and I'm going to define a function pointer locally here that we can define it here something like this. Integer, the argument is star fptr and the arguments are integer a and integer b. Over here now we got assigned with that function pointer, and we can do that something like this. fptr equal to add and then result, I'm going to scanf printf, enter the first operand colon and then scanf %d comma %a for this, and we have 3yy, and then we can have it something like this. b I'm going to do, see here, second operand and result equal to fptr a comma b, and I'm going to print of result equal to %d /n and then comma result. This we are going to do here, and for yy I'm going to do the same for subtraction and addition. Multiplication and then division. I'm going to do comparison. GCC -o fptr dot c, and we can give fptr equal to first operand I'm giving 100 and then second operand I'm giving 10. We will get a result. First one is then addition, 110 we got, and second one is a subtraction, 90 we got, and next is a multiplication, we got 1000, and next one is 10 basically. Here something like this, for example, what is the value we have to call back. For example, instead of calling that add function directly, we are calling with the function pointer, so that for example whenever the mouse got clicked, we will get that event and we will process, and we will send the result back to the framework so that it will process accordingly. For example, we have to process success. If we process success, then that event will not go to the next one, and in case of if it is not for yours, and you can just skip with the failure to accept, and the next framework will forward that callbacks to the next function, so that it will be useful to all the application developers to we can get registered with the frameworks. That frameworks will do the callback to your function on particular event. Basically here we given something like a event, it has to do some process. For example, we can take fptr, we can get the register over here with our own function, what we need to do on the call, and we can do that the same way on the whenever we receive that function call basically with us. It's something we can say that it does not need to be called at any point. Whenever that event occurs, our callback function should get called. We can for that we have to register with the function pointer, and then function pointer will be filled with by registering our function with that filling with that our initializing our function with the function pointers, so that whenever that event comes, that function pointer will get called, that in turn our function will get called in the application. Yeah, this is that overview about that function pointer definition and how we can use that in the C programming. Thank you for watching, and if any queries you can contact me at nvhariharan@navitech.com. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if for updates.